hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello. It's fine.
We're
Just waiting for
here.
you to get back and sit down.
Yes, I am here. I am here. I am here. Oh my goodness. Here we are.
Here we are.
Hello.
good.
Send help world.
Right?
Listeners. Supporters. Friends. Countrymen.
Friends.
No.
Lend us your ears. I think of Robin Hood Men in Tights every time I hear that now. Because
Yeah.
remember, they all take their ears off and throw them at him?
Yes. I love it.
Lend me your ears.
Lend me your ears. Oh my goodness. Well, guys, we are live again
Yeah.
from YouTube.
Yes.
Streaming and sharing to Facebook. And also on audio.
Yeah.
And we're very excited because we don't have to wear our headphones anymore.
Yeah.
Yay! This is a huge win.
I like that. Like, they make me feel safe.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, they
I
get
know.
old after a little while.
This is the first time in 3 years of recording that we haven't had to wear our headphones.
Yeah.
What do we even do with that?
I don't know.
Wear earrings. That's what we're doing.
I'm not.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing to celebrate. I'm wearing earrings.
I might
And
find some for next week. I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
get rid of this pillow. Too much. It's too much.
Two.
Anyway, hi. It's so nice to be with you guys. Hello. I know. So last week we had a lot of audio issues.
We did.
And hopefully this week we have it figured
I
out.
think we do.
Oh, I so hope so.
I mean, we did a dry run, and it was fine. So,
We did. We did a dry run.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that it's better.
yes.
We're
should
hoping
be.
against hope that it's better.
It will be better.
Anyway, shall we start officially?
Official.
Official.
Officially.
Officially. All right. Hold on.
I'll do that too before we start. Shake it
Yes.
up, mix it up.
Oh, dude. That I'm going to have to cut that out
Thank you, Tasha.
every time. Okay. Putting that over there. All right. Here we go.
And a 1 and a 2. And I feel like I should have a drum in front of me to like count it, you know?
Right.
Maybe Tim could record that for us and I could like push play
That would be amazing.
before we start every time and he can count us down.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Hello and welcome to the Send Help Podcast, a podcast and a lifeline for moms who are stuck in the trenches of mommyhood, bringing them encouragement through Jesus, laughter, and sisterhood. Yes.
Got it.
We did it. How exciting.
I know. We've got that part down.
We so do.
It only took us 2 years.
I know. You know what we forgot to do?
What did we forget
We forgot
to do?
to set up your phone as the director for Switcher Studio.
It's
today.
true. Yeah.
Yeah, instead I'm going to have to get up and switch out each thing.
Mm.
I know.
What do we need to switch?
Well, we're going to need to switch to the end screen and turn it off.
Yeah,
It would be
Yep.
way more profesh
it would.
if I did that. But
We're not so profesh.
alas, it's fine.
It is fine.
It's totally fine.
Totally fine.
Anyway, so we heard all about the rats. We started
Last week we
dipped our
started
toe
talking about
into the
all of the
rats.
rats. You're right. Yeah, man. I still have moments
Yeah.
where I hear something.
You think it's rats?
Like just this last week, there is a new piece of artwork taped onto the wall beside my bed, because that's what my kids do. And it was rustling because a fan was blowing it. And I may have freaked out just a little bit in my heart and in my mind.
Yeah. I can imagine.
Yeah.
That would send me too, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, no. Oh, it's the paper. Like panic attack. But
That's
then also
amazing.
there's a hole somewhere in the chicken coop and the chickens keep getting out. So I was carrying, one chicken under each arm, walking back over to put them back in the coop, and I heard something rustling in the shrubs. And I was like, Possum, no!
You're like, you may not come back. You may not come.
It
No.
was like a squirrel or a bird or something. But I had a moment, my heart stopped and started like going crazy in my chest. And I was like, no, where is it? Where's the pause? And it was just like a bird hopping around in the leaves under the shrub.
That's amazing.
I have some trauma.
No
I have
kidding.
some unresolved trauma. So last week I talked about discovering a fight club in the attic. The dishwasher.
Yes.
Right? I'm trying to remember which stories I told, because I don't want to retell them. There are so many, and I have plenty to tell, but I don't want to like retell. So
where are we in the
Where
Rat
are
Chronicles?
we in the Rat Chronicles? So last week, we discovered the rats. They started a fight club in our attic. They flooded our bedroom, chewing through hoses. I'm like, wires? No, I don't. What are they called? The hoses.
Thing that water comes
the
out
thing
of.
that water comes out of.
Yes, hoses.
They were. So we put poison out. We pulled the dishwasher out of the cabinet, and it actually sat in the kitchen, just like in the middle of the kitchen, for a few months, because we didn't want to put it back until the issue was resolved.
Right.
So the dishwasher lived in the middle of the kitchen floor for a few months.
Yeah.
So we put poison back there. We put the traps. We put the sticky traps out. We put, the old school traps.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Mouse traps.
Yeah.
Whatever they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
The cartoon mouse trap.
yes, the cartoon mouse traps. Yeah.
Those.
So those things that.
Whatever they're called.
Yeah. So
Clearly we don't know. Mousetrap? I don't know.
We kind of thought it was working because we stopped hearing them in the wall.
Little did you know.
Little did we know. So
Tell us, Christy. Did it stop?
no, it didn't. So we started picking up the dog food, because remember, like, we found a bunch of dog food back there.
Yeah.
So we started picking up the dog food and putting it away every night, like inside a container with a lid that it,
Mm-hmm.
they don't have imposable
Sealed.
thumbs. They can't get into the
Sealed
Yeah.
container. Yes.
Thank you. So
Yes.
we started taking away all of its food sources that we were aware of.
That we were
aware of.
I feel that is imperative.
Yeah. You need to know what all they will eat.
But I feel like that's an important piece
It
of this story.
It is. So when we went to my parents for Christmas, we made sure, like, we picked the things up. We put the food away. We put the dog's water away, all of those things. And we set up cameras because we needed to know where they were. So we set up cameras. And that night at my parents' house, Dusty and I stayed up pretty much the entire night because we, motion
Sensors?
sensor, like, camera. should have prayed over my tongue before we started.
I know.
So the cameras, when they go off with motion, and we get a notification on our phone that the camera has turned on. So like we're pulling like
Yeah.
every 10 minutes it's coming up, and we're watching. And we only put one. Where all did I think we put one like in the pantry area, and we put one in the kitchen, and that was it. So the whole night it's going off, and we're watching it run through the pantry, run through the kitchen. And it would run out of the shot, and we're like, man, where's it going? It's not going behind the dishwasher. Where is it going?
Yeah.
So we watched it literally all night long. We did not sleep that night. We get home.
Oh boy.
We get home. We had made gingerbread houses.
Yeah.
They were on the stove. They were like on the stovetop. Those had been nibbled on. The plants on the windowsill in the kitchen, like the high window of the kitchen, had been completely eaten, like down to a nub.
Oh gosh.
There was a rubber bouncy ball that there were traces of it all through the den and down the hallway. And I found the remains of the ball in front of the children's bedroom door.
Oh no.
So, of course, I go into the room and find on my daughter's bed
Oh Lord.
her warmie. It had been ripped open.
Oh my gosh.
And the little lavender seeds and beads that warm up
Yeah.
were everywhere, all over her bed, along with rat droppings. So I'm trying to like clean up her bed and dispose of the warmie, like without her, stripping sheets. Mom, what are you doing? Nothing. I'm not changing your sheets. I'm not doing anything. I'm not sanitizing your room or vacuuming and mopping. And then I discover, next to her bed, the hole in the wall.
No.
So then we move the cameras around, and we put one in their hallway and discover that they are now living in the wall of the bathtub. Like there's the dead space of where all the pipes are and where the bathtub sits. So they had gone into the linen closet and through a hole in that wall, and they were now living there. They moved. They just moved. So the next day, I open up that closet, and I find lotion bottles that have been eaten, the bath salt container that has been eaten.
Gross.
It was a mess, and it was disgusting. And we sanitized everything, and I really just wanted to burn my house down.
Wasn't it just like a personal vendetta, though, that it was like your stuff?
I feel like it was.
It was
it
your
was my
stuff.
lotions and
It was
my
all
bath salts.
your-
Yeah,
It was all your good stuff.
yeah.
They went after you.
They went after my stuff.
Well, they went.
It smelled better, I guess. I don't know. It smelled more edible.
Their
I locked
food
up their
source,
food
and
source.
they were like,
so they were
we're
like
gonna
starving.
Show you.
It was
We're gonna
one night.
go after Annabelle's warmie, the one thing that she loves more than anything.
Yes.
We're gonna eviscerate
I had to call Jackie and like I sent her a picture. I was like, I know you're sold out of this, but please, is there anything you can do?
Just gonna rip it to shreds.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rip the heart out of this just to send a message.
Yes.
It's like the horse head in the bed.
Yes.
Like
it was the horse head in the bed of my daughter's bed.
Fredo.
The one that like every now and then she would wake up and she's like, something ran across the room, and we're like, no.
Oh no.
No, yeah, it was. There was something running across. So we bought like the draft blockers.
Dude.
Like I immediately got on Amazon and purchased those like under the door draft blockers and put on everyone's door except for mine.
Well, to be fair, you have a big hole in your wall because
Yes.
you have that
Which
pass-through window.
We watched it on the camera. I watched the rat on the camera, y'all. It acrobated itself. Like it stood up on its hind legs. It grabbed the knob of the cabinet door at the sink and like hoisted itself up until its hind legs were on the knob, and then it jumped onto the counter.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Watched it happen on the camera, y'all.
No.
Yeah. We have baskets on the wall that we put different like fruits and stuff in. Like it was slowly eating one of the potatoes, and I didn't know until like I took the potatoes out. Like it was hiding where it was nibbling it.
These are smart rats.
They were smart rats.
These are city rats.
Did you know that an average rat has the IQ of an 8-year-old child?
That's a smart kid. That's smarter than any of your kids.
Yeah.
That's older than any of your kids.
Yeah. Exactly. They will not go into new holes that they've never seen before. So all of those traps that are like the boxes, like the bait boxes or whatever, they won't go into them because they think, oh, something else has made that hole and is living in there. So they won't go into those.
So do you have to put it on the other side of a hole that they made?
Well, you have to leave it there. You got to put it there and leave it there for long enough for them to watch it and be assured there's not anything else living in it.
Wow.
They're smart little cookies.
You've learned so much about rats.
I've learned so much about rats.
So much that you never knew you would ever have to learn.
So we got to the point where I was like, we need to make them feel comfortable. Why would that thought ever cross anyone's mind? Like,
we need to build a Shangri-La.
We do. And I did. Well, until I got to PetSmart and was like, I am not spending $100 on this. Like, I was going to buy a cage and like deck it out and put all the cool stuff in there and leave the door open. Like, lure it inside. I'm not spending that much money.
Not on a rat.
But I did buy the treats. Yeah. Like we had like trap cages, like squirrel trap. One of those things. I'm so technical and accurate in all of my words.
So technical. I love it.
So I got a box. I put the shavings in it that you put like in a hamster cage.
Uh-huh.
I put hamster treats in the box and left it. Set traps in it that were not set. And left it.
I like it.
We also started putting a bowl of water and the hamster treats inside the squirrel trap. It still took 2 weeks.
Wow.
It took 2 weeks. But here's the thing. During this time period, I'm actively feeding treats to the rats and making sure that they have a comfy, plush, inviting environment.
It's amazing.
The kids drew them pictures. My daughter was like, I want them to know who our family is. So I drew a picture of our family and we left it out on the floor. So as they ran across the floor at night, they could see the picture.
Wow. Just wow.
Yeah.
Just wow.
So at the end of this whole ordeal, when we actually finally caught one of them in the squirrel trap.
Yeah.
It was like we had just caught a pet. that had been living in our house.
Oh, no.
Like, we got so used to them being there. It's like you feed and water your dog before you leave for the day.
Yeah. Were you feeding and watering
We
the
were
rats?
feeding and watering the rat before we
Making
went
sure.
to bed, making sure that it was taken care of and felt at home so that we could lure it out. Like, by the time the whole thing was over, it was like we had just accepted the fact that we had these pets that lived inside our walls.
We just had these rats.
We just had these rats.
They just came with
And
the
they
house.
just came. They just come with the house. And we didn't name. Well, Annabelle may have named them.
I'm gonna say yes.
I'm sure she did,
She
but
had
I
a
don't
bond
remember.
with
She
them
did.
because I mean they did run across her chest probably. They
Yeah.
probably slept with her in her bed.
They probably did. With her warmie. They were waiting for her to leave so they could figure out what was inside of it.
Yeah.
It just, oh my goodness. It became such a thing. We had to make sure that, like, when we caught the rat in the trap, we had to make sure, like, hey, Daddy's going to take it somewhere and release it. You can't kill it. You can't kill it. That's our rat. You can't kill it. Like, it had become a wall pet. It had become just
Oh no.
like a squatter
Yeah.
in the house that we had just accepted. It's going to be here until it decides to no longer
that
be
homeless
here.
guy that lives in our backyard. Yeah, we just call him Uncle Frank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was so bad. And it was, let me think. It was January or February before this actually happened. So they moved in November.
They moved in. I love it. So they moved in November.
Yeah. Well, and it was the camera. It was after we put the cameras out before we even realized there's more than one.
I know. You guys were like,
I mean, yes, there was the
staying
Fight
up
Club,
all
but
night. You were watching
we were
every night.
we
We were
had
getting
stakeouts.
texts.
We were
with-
having stakeouts in the living room, like wearing all black with the lights turned off, like laying in wait,
BB
trying to,
guns?
yeah. Because at one point, I was like, Dusty, the only way that we're going to get rid of this is a sniper situation. And I made
You guys,
him
y'all.
I
y'all,
made him
mean, the text
lay
chains,
all night in
The
the living room floor with a
text
BB gun.
chains. I'm like, Tim, I think that Christy and Dusty are gonna go crazy.
I think we did a little bit.
I
Like,
think
we
that they
were
may
on this
actually
level
lose it.
in our minds with the rats of, hey, Dusty, just invite some of your friends over. Each of you bring a BB gun. And it's just, this is a thing.
We may lose the TV, but it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
At least the rat will be gone.
Yes.
Like one night, weren't you like, I'm going to lay all night really still on the top of the table with
Yes.
a bucket?
And we did. We gave up around 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. They usually were out by 10:30,
They were out.
moving around. We knew their schedule, and they were, because the cameras start chiming on our phone
Oh
around
my
10:30, and we're watching. Look, it's going for the food. It's going for the. Oh, it's so close to going in this. It almost went in there. One time,
But they know your schedule
Y'all,
too.
they did. They did know our schedule. They knew when we went to bed, and they knew when Dusty and I turned our TV off also.
Wow.
And then that was when they came out. Like, that room is quiet. Everyone's asleep now. They were large, y'all. They were very large. And the first time, because we watched it on the camera, the first time that one of them went into this, well, this may have been the second one. It was the second one. So the second one knew that the other one had gotten trapped in the squirrel trap because it stayed with it the entire night. Like, they were besties. And it stayed in
Is it
there.
a Jack and Rose situation?
It may have been.
Oh no.
There was enough room in the trap for both of them.
Oh my god. no.
The door would have fit Jack and Rose. There was enough room in the trap for both of them. There was just no way for it to get in. But it would go in for the treat because we're like, yes, the squirrel trap works. Let's just keep doing that. Well, no, because it knew at that point, if I go all the way into this trap, it's going to close on me and I'm not going to be able to get out. It had it figured out and it knew how far it could go.
Wow.
To reach the treats, and it closed. The trap would close onto its back and then it would back itself out.
Yeah, that's not effective.
Like instead of getting scared by the trap door and like running forward and then getting stuck in the trap,
it knows.
It knew. And it would, like, the trap door would fall onto its back and it would just freeze and then back itself out of the trap rather than getting caught. It was ridiculous. They learn. I also read that older rats will send the younger rats to eat the new food. And if they don't die, then the older rats will go eat it also.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they'll use sticks to set off traps. And then take the food. Like, they're smart, y'all.
They're really smart.
I read a lot. Did y'all know that exterminators have blogs? Because they do. And I read a lot of them during that time period.
You did go a little crazy.
I did go a little crazy. And
you
I
did.
do have a little trauma because of it.
I think you do.
I do. I really
we
do.
Maybe need to lay hands
There
on
were
you
a
and
lot
pray.
of like sleepless nights knowing.
Yeah, you guys didn't sleep for like months.
Yeah.
For like
No.
months. You were real.
Yeah.
And didn't
We were on edge for a long time.
one of the rats attack you?
Yes. I actually had forgotten about that.
Oh, I'll tell you.
But yeah, it did actually. And this was another point in time where I was like, I should have told the story last week because it was one of those, like, I'm pretty sure there's something in our house. And Dusty's like, no, it's fine. They're not living in the house. Surely they're just like going back and forth. If they're not living here. I got up one morning to go start making lunches for school. And I'm standing at the kitchen island. The refrigerator and the stove are both just a few feet away, like across from me. And I saw it out of the corner of my eye. I saw the movement. And I look down and I am like having that like fight or flight moment. I'm about to run away. I'm about to scream. And like it all happened at the same time. I'm like, oh, and it jumped onto me.
Totally onto you.
It jumped onto my
Cirque
leg.
du Soleil.
Yes.
What just
It
happened?
leapt out from under the refrigerator onto my leg. And I was like, it's going to crawl at me. Like, I didn't know what was going to happen. I just started like kicking my leg very dramatically. Like, I've got to get it off of me. It did probably lasted like 1 or 2 seconds at the most, but it felt like a 30-minute ordeal. It did at some point fly off of my leg and into the cabinet door. Like I threw it into the cabinet door off of me.
Yeah.
Kicking my leg.
Yeah.
So like it hits the cabinet door and then hits the floor and then took off running again under the dishwasher.
Dude.
It was a moment. I was screaming like
Yeah.
the good screams.
Yeah. You were like, we have to move.
Yes.
We have to get our kids
Yes.
out of here.
Yes.
We need to go stay somewhere else.
Yeah.
My kids are not safe.
Yeah.
We're not safe.
And Dusty heard me screaming. I was like, did you hear me scream? He was like, well, yeah, but Annabelle had been waking up and screaming, probably because a rat was crawling on her.
Probably. This poor child.
I know.
It's not
She's
because
like, nobody believes me.
she doesn't have anxiety.
Yeah.
It's rats.
But Like last month, she was like, something just crawled over me. And I was like, no, we have sealed every
You're like,
entrance of this
in
house.
Jesus' name.
The stopper, like
No.
I went and
Now she has
and
trauma.
like
She has
fixed
trauma
all the holes. She has trauma.
from that.
There was a little gecko. One of
yeah.
those little geckos had gotten in her room and actually literally did crawl across her because I made Dusty, like at that point in our lives, he was like, no, nothing crawled across you. And I looked at him and I was like, you are going and looking now.
Yeah, we're not gonna just shake this one off.
Yeah. Yeah. So she probably really was seeing them and feeling them. And we were like, no, there's no way. They're not in your room. It's fine.
It's fine. Meanwhile,
we will pay for her therapy. So she had been waking up screaming, and he's like, I just thought Annabelle had woke up screaming again. I was like,
grown woman scream versus Annabelle scream is very different.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's like, do you not know my
Totally
scream
fine.
at this point?
Not really.
I mean, guess not.
It's
You
probably
should
the only
scream.
time that I should scream more
You
often.
should scream more often.
So that he knows what it sounds like and will come running to save me.
You should do some tests. This is a test of the emergency wipe system.
Right? When you hear this noise, come running.
This is the emergency
bat.
husband response
Right?
system.
It's true. I need to start working on that.
You should.
Oh,
You should just record it.
Just
Go
play
home
it on
and
my phone.
re-screen.
it'll be like the TikTok videos of the,
Yeah.
oh, I feel good, you know?
Yeah. Yes.
When people start
Yes.
playing that and
Oh
they
my
scream
gosh.
and everyone jumps.
Please do.
Yeah.
And no, for real though. And then say, this is a test of the emergency husband response system. No, for real. And then just play it. Over
Yes.
This needs to be a thing.
Yes. I think we should. You need to help me with that.
Oh my gosh.
I've got a recording system right here in front of me. So
Right?
I should be able to make it happen.
Oh my gosh.
It's not that
Seriously.
far-fetched out of the question to make it happen.
No. We just need a speaker. Well, we have your phone. We can do it on your phone.
It's
Dude.
true. I can just make an audio recording on my phone.
Yes.
It's fine. Yeah. And then it'll be a lot more easily accessible and already on my phone. And
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you can just send it.
And just, yeah.
Send it. Send
Send.
it. Man, that's insane. We have not had anything like that yet here. But we have a summer full of possible snakes.
It's true.
So,
It's
hey. How exciting.
It's going to be amazing. So
amazing.
by the end of the whole ordeal, it was almost like we had accepted that we were going to have these rats living in our house. I stopped inviting people over. I was like, no, we
That's
have
true.
rats.
No, the rats.
I
will
would
be home.
offer, and I
The rats
literally,
will be home tonight. So
we were trying to plan like a group dinner with some friends, and I literally said in the text message, I would offer our house, but we've got the rats.
you know, we got the rats this week.
We've got the rats, and I wouldn't want them to come out while y'all are here.
No. Wouldn't want them to come out in their boxers, you know.
Right?
Don't know what they're going
them.
to say. Never know what's going to
They're a
come out of their
little shy.
mouth, you know.
Like they just became a part of our lives that we were living with and not doing things because
Yeah.
we had this new factor to consider when making plans. Oh, we can't go out of town because of the rats.
Oh, the rats. Yeah.
We can't do any overnight anything because we can't leave the rats home alone.
Don't know what they're going to do.
Don't know what they're going to do. Don't know what we
we'll
would come back to. Like we had just accepted it and we were adjusting our lives and living with it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, kids. I'm sorry you're waking up. It was probably just the rats.
It was just the rats. It's fine. They're not going to hurt you. I think.
I'm sorry that your playset has BB holes in it.
Right?
It was
It's
because
fine.
Daddy
We
was
were just trying to
kill
catch the rats.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's totally fine. It's totally fine. Oh, that loud noise, that was just Mommy falling off the table. It's fine.
Yes.
It was just because of the rats.
I was just throwing the Home Depot bucket.
It's no big deal.
No, don't worry. They're not hurt. They're not injured. I missed.
These huge Home Depot buckets all throughout our house, and this rat nest in the middle of the house where we're basically leaving offerings to the rats. And now we're leaving artwork for the rats.
Yeah.
All over the house.
We wanted them to be comfortable.
It's okay. The dishwasher's now in the middle of our kitchen.
It's fine.
It's fine.
I can't reach the plates anymore.
It's fine.
It's fine. I almost die every time.
Yeah. But it's making the dishwasher rats more comfortable.
I really did. Like, we would be emptying the dishwasher and I would back up and hit it and fall and catch myself against the wall. I had some pretty serious bruises from
But it's okay.
hitting the wall because I tripped over the dishwasher that was in the middle of the room. But, you know.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
We had accepted life.
It's fine.
We had accepted life to just be that way.
Normal.
It was our new normal.
How often do we say, it's just our new normal?
Yes.
This is just our new normal.
Yes.
We can adjust. It's just our new normal.
There are so many things that we just accept in our life. It's happening. There's nothing I can do about it. This is just the way it is.
Yeah. God clearly, if he's not removing it from my life, then I guess I just need to accept it and move on because this is just our new normal.
Right.
Because he hasn't taken it away, so it's just our new normal.
We partner with the lies. We partner with the sin. This is something that I'm just never going to be able to stop doing. I'm not ever going to be able to shake this.
We should have.
This is my life. This is my life. This is just the way things are going to be.
Yeah.
That lie that you believe.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just who I am.
This is our life now.
This is our life now.
They live with us.
Yeah. We make it comfortable. We give it a nice little nest in the middle of our hearts. And we just take it in.
Exactly.
We do. I've done that with all kinds of things.
Oh my gosh. I've done it. I mean, this may be a little out there and something that somebody definitely doesn't want to hear because this one hits really hard. It hits you right in the chest, in the deep place.
Sucker punch.
How many times have we done that with sickness?
Mm-hmm.
I have, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
This is just our new normal. They live here now.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm refusing to believe that about my smeller.
Right?
Yeah.
You're like, I guess I'm just never going to be able to smell again.
I've refused that one from the get-go, but it also, I lost my smeller during the Rat Chronicles. So I was recognizing it for what it was. No, this is a lie. I will get my smell back.
Could that have just been a blessing from the Lord?
I am sure that it was because after the final installment of the Rat Chronicles, when they were finally both gone, we knew for sure there were no more rats. And I actually started moving the large pieces of furniture.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I believe.
I can't
I believe
even
that we were like
how all of a sudden knowing that I was
smell?
living in that.
Yeah. How amazing is it that you can't smell?
Yeah.
Yes.
So Ephesians 5:6-10. Let no one deceive you with empty words, for because of such things God's wrath comes on those who are disobedient. Therefore do not be partners with them. For you were once darkness, but now you are light in the Lord. Live as children of the light, for the fruit of the light consists in all goodness, righteousness, and truth. Find out what pleases the Lord. We can't partner with it. Like, we just flat out cannot partner with it. And even if it's not a sin, that you're just, oh, this sin is just a part of who I am. I can't, it's too big. This sin is bigger than me, which is a lie that you're also partnering with, because no sin is greater than you, because you are greater than the one that is in the world, because God is greater than the one that is in the world, and God is in you.
Yeah. Woo!
Believing the lie and partnering with the lie, in my personal opinion, let me preface with that, is a sin in and of itself.
Yes.
We are going against a belief of God and the truth of God in accepting that lie. And anything that is missing the mark of God's truth, technically, definitionally, is a sin.
I like that word. That's
definitionally.
Definitionally.
I just made that word up on the spot.
It's a good new word.
It is a good new word.
Miriam, listen up.
Listen up. You've got a new word to define definitionally. You know, okay.
Or by definition.
By definition. It's probably sorry, Melinda. And all the other grammar teachers.
I like definitionally.
Definitionally is a better word.
It's one word instead of
definitionally.
It's faster.
Sinning is missing the mark. So if we are believing a lie, we are missing the mark of God's truth in our life. So take that and chew on it and see how you feel about it. I heard a song this weekend. I had never heard it before. I stopped listening to music for a while. I didn't stop listening to it. I stopped paying attention to it. So you may have heard the song. I had never heard the song before.
I'm just waiting for the song.
And it hit me. It hit me in a very new way.
Yeah.
It was a very like personal, like, oh, because like, you know, I very easily partner with the lies. I'm not good at the taking the thought captive. It's something that I've been working on. I've gotten a lot better. But sometimes it takes me a while to realize that it's sitting in there before I catch it and take it captive. So I heard this song, Hell Lost Another One, I Am Free, I Am Free.
Oh, we sing that all the time. Yeah. Yes.
I knew you. I would like, am I the only
Hell
one
lost
who's
another
never
one,
heard this?
I am free.
Yes.
I am free. Oh, I am free.
And
yes.
This morning, that song was in my head. And I was like, that rat lost it. The rat lost another one. We're free. Like, same thing.
Yes.
Same thing.
Wouldn't that be funny if they were actually in two houses at once? Like during the day, they're
Right?
in someone else's house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you never heard them during the day.
Yeah. Oh.
They lost my house.
Well, they also lost their lives.
They did. They did. A little bit. 2 Corinthians 2:11 says, we are not unaware of his schemes. So even like sometimes it takes me a minute to realize the lie.
Yeah.
Or to realize that I'm sitting in something. I've accepted something
Yes.
that someone has said to me.
Yes.
That, you know, the enemy has put something in my mind, and it might take me a minute to catch on to it. I'm getting quicker.
Yeah.
I am not unaware of his schemes. It took me a minute to catch on to the rats and what they were doing in my house, and the fact that they would just, oh, you caught on to where we're living over here. Oh, you're trying to catch us. We're going to just come stay over here now. The enemy does the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, you caught on to that foothold.
Dude,
and you demolished it in the name of Jesus.
Oh my
Let me
gosh.
come over here and find this foothold.
Yeah.
And when we partner with the lies, when we accept the thing and just accept it as part of our life, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You are free.
Yeah. I'm telling you what, you're hitting in all the places today.
You make the choice and the feeling follows. And sometimes we have to do that. I tell my kid that all the time. All the time. All the time. That's one of the I am statements that we use. I'm the head and not the tail. You are the head. You make the choice. Your feelings are the tail. They will follow.
I tell you
we
what,
have
though,
to be aware whether we still are hanging on to the
Yeah.
lie of, but I still don't feel like it's not true. It is a lie that the enemy has told you.
Yeah.
Hell lost another one and you are free.
I have gotten quicker and quicker. The Lord has helped me get quicker and quicker to immediately rebuke.
Yes. Yes.
But I need to say this because I feel like maybe someone's like, hey, you know, I also rebuke, or like, but I'm still, why am I still in my head on this? Like specifically, I had somebody tell me that the way that I trust the Lord with everything was irresponsible. And I immediately was like, well,
did
that's
you
not
rebuke
true.
it in their face, or did you wait until
I waited because it was more, they were dealing with something. So it was more about them than it was about me in that moment. But I got in my car and immediately broke down into tears because I was like, no, that's not true. It's not true. It's absolutely not true. I am only where I am right now. I only have the things that I have right now because the Lord has given them to me.
Absolutely.
And I'm not silly for believing these things, and I will do whatever it is that he wants me to do. And I'm not irresponsible for following the Lord the way that I follow the Lord.
Right.
But it immediately, I also immediately had to rebuke, you know, jealousy. Jealousy is one of those things, especially when one of your friends is walking through something that you have wanted forever. You know, you rebuke it immediately. I stared right down the barrel at it just last night, and I immediately talked to Tim and I said, listen, I need for you to just partner with me right now, rebuking this right now. And then we're going to ask the Lord for what our heart's desire, which, you know, and say, where is this, Lord? Where is our turn? Because we know that there is enough, because God has enough. And there is, we know that what we're asking for from the Lord is not, if he gives it to someone else, he's still going to give it to, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, it's not like he's going to give it to somebody else and not give it to us.
Right.
Because he gave it to them.
He's an infinite God. He's not limited in resources.
Exactly.
Right.
And
someone else receiving a blessing
doesn't mean they receive your blessing. It doesn't take away the blessing.
Promises.
Yeah, no. And we want to pray into their blessing too. So we prayed into their blessing, and we ask the Lord again for the blessing that we're asking for that seems further and further away. And but it doesn't mean that it doesn't hurt, and it doesn't mean that it doesn't twist.
Right.
Like, I still twist, even though I rebuke it, and it still stings.
And it's not like the enemy is going to stop coming at you with that specific thing.
He's going
to keep trying and trying and trying until that wall against that particular thing is so solid and fortified that there's no point. And then he's going to stop that particular method,
or until that blessing has come
down the wall and look for
and he
crack.
finds something else. Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, like you were saying, you have to, when you rebuke that, you rebuke that lie, and you're like, I'm not going to think about that anymore.
A rat's going to get in.
Truth. A rat's going to get in. But you have to replace.
Yeah.
You have to replace with the truth. Mm-hmm. We found the holes in our house and we filled them.
Yes.
we filled them so that the rat couldn't go back through that hole. Because if you remove it, but you don't fill it with God's truth, then it's still an empty hole.
Right.
That something is going
Something's
to try
gonna come
to fill.
through, whether it's a rat, a spider, a snake.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. A possum.
Yeah. Anything. There's so many.
Literally anything.
So many things that it could be. An armadillo.
Yes.
Who knows?
My mom just shot an armadillo.
Anything is possible.
Or my dad did.
But then I look at these flowers. Okay.
Right?
And they're
not just flowers.
No. They are so much more than flowers. And I'm going to cry if I talk about them. But my pastor's family and my church family sent them to me because I was in the ER on Thursday, and Josh had strep, and it's just kidney stones and a cyst. It's not like a big deal, but I just knew it was so obvious that it was a spiritual attack.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to miss worship team. I missed a worship night. Like, there was a lot going on that I missed out on. And they sent them to me, which is so funny because my pastor's wife and I were texting, and she missed an entire day of she didn't text me back after I asked her to pray for me. And I actually sent, because I was on a lot of pain meds, I sent Tim the text, and I was like, did I commit heresy? Like, did I say something wrong? Because this is a pretty new relationship. And he's like, no, I think you're good. And I was like, okay. I was like, because I don't want to get excommunicated. And it was really funny because she had forgotten. She thought she sent me a reply. And then the next day she texted me and she was like, I can't believe that I didn't send this back. And I was like, well, no big deal. I just thought maybe I was excommunicated. And she started laughing. And like an hour later, these showed up. And evidently they had already ordered them, you know. And I have never been loved like this by a church. And it means relationship, it means family, but it also it was the kiss on the forehead that I needed from the Father, of a promise, I think, of a promise of the relationship and the fact that we are in the right place, not because they sent me flowers. Like, it's way deeper than that. It's so much deeper.
Yeah, these aren't just flowers.
No,
they're a symbol.
They really are.
It's what the flowers mean.
Oh. Yeah.
Hi, picture frame.
I can't even describe it. It's silly. It's just, they're flowers. I mean, they're beautiful flowers, and anyone can send anybody flowers, and I don't expect them to send me flowers every time I'm sick. Goodness gracious, no. There's just no words.
Yeah.
There's no words. But I feel like we're going in the right direction with everything, and it's all, and these flowers help that. I don't know. It sounds really silly. I feel like I'm just babbling. Help me. Save me.
Romans 12:2.
Throw a life jacket. Just throw it out, Christy.
Romans 12:2 says, do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is the good and acceptable and perfect will of God. When we're renewing our mind, we recognize the lies, we can recognize what we've partnered with, and we can recognize the good and pleasing will of God, and the kisses on the forehead, and the yes, this is it. Because we're not unaware. As a child of God, we don't have the mind of God, but we have the Holy Spirit, and we are not unaware. So, what are you partnering with? Are you partnering with God? Or are you partnering with something else? Because we're free. We should live that way.
Hell lost another one.
Yes. I thank the Father. I thank the Savior. I thank God that I am free. Are those the right words?
I mean, they should be
I don't
if
know.
they're not. Those are the ones that stuck out to you. So,
Yeah.
hey.
I don't know the entire rest of the song. I have no idea.
So, if you have unwanted house guests in your heart, I don't know if any of you grew up with that whole analogy in youth group of like your heart is a house and God wants to go into every room of your house, your heart house. In the closet,
your heart house.
He wants to be in the closets. He wants to be in the bathroom. He wants to be in the bedroom. He wants to be everywhere in your house. But some of you just have him sitting in the living room. But like if there are unwanted guests in your heart house, it's time to kick them out.
It is. Because you have the authority to do that through God, through Christ.
They don't get to stay.
No.
You
don't have to just live with it.
No, you don't.
You don't have to just live with it.
This is the point. You do not have to just live with it. I'm sorry. I got really wrapped up in what God was speaking to me, and I got real quiet and lost my words. But no, you do not have to live with this. You are free.
Yep.
If you choose to be free, you can be free. But you have to do it.
Yeah.
You have to kick them out.
You do.
You have to pack up their little bags and send them packing. Send them packing.
Send them packing. Okay. Just put the suitcases out on the curb.
Put it out on the curb. Like say no. You are no longer welcome. I rescind your invitation.
Yes.
Yes.
Because if it's something that you've partnered with, then
they're sucking the life out of you. Get rid of them. And then let God come in.
Yeah. So it's really funny that like this is what was scheduled in my Choose Your Own Adventure notebook for today. And over the weekend, we closed our 12-week course, and there was like a weekend conference thing that I just finished.
Wow.
It was basically, you don't have to partner with this. Like, how God is that it just like falls time-wise perfectly with this is already what was on my Choose Your Own Adventure notebook for today. And then he actually made me walk through all of this myself.
Wow.
Over the weekend before talking about it. Thanks. Thanks, God.
That's amazing. That's really amazing.
And I didn't even know that was going to happen this weekend.
I mean, hello,
I was like,
Lord.
I'm just going to like an end of group worship thing.
Nope.
No.
It's not what happened.
It's not what happened at all.
That's amazing.
I know. I was not prepared. But definitely kicked out some unwanted house guests.
Wow.
So it was good. This weekend? That was this weekend.
That's why you were nowhere to be found
on
Marco Polo.
Yeah.
Huh. Could have stood up a flare, said, hey, I'm at a conference.
I wasn't looking at my phone. I
That's
don't even
amazing,
know if
though.
y'all were talking over the weekend. I have no idea because I wasn't even checking my phone.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I was on drugs. I was on drugs.
Yeah.
In my bed.
For most of the weekend.
Yeah. I took a picture of these flowers and sent them to you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But I was on drugs.
Yeah.
Yes.
My
That is-
only
that's all I did.
conversations with anyone outside was trying to stalker picture someone else that was there, and who is this person and how do I know her? Like, that's really,
Who was it?
I still don't know.
Well, show me.
I don't think you would know her, and I already deleted the evidence off of my phone.
I
I don't hang on to stuff like that in case it's found later.
It's a big possibility I would have known her. So, so there. You just never know.
I know.
I know a lot of people.
You do.
I at least know how to figure it out.
You you do. But this particular person is from a different
You don't know who I know.
group.
You forget who I know. Remember?
So, like,
It's true.
irony. You forget who I know, remember?
You do.
You did know a lot of people there, just not this particular person.
You think.
Okay.
There are people that I know that you don't know that I know.
There are people that I know that you don't know that I
This
know.
is true. This is true, but would you even remember
We should
that
get
you
our
knew
lists
them?
out and compare.
Would you remember that you knew them?
I remember that I know people.
You just don't
I
know
just
where
don't
you know them
remember where from.
Or their name.
Or
Or
is
you
this
remember their
someone
name.
that I just know from Facebook, or am I actually supposed to know them? That's also a question that I ask others constantly.
Is this a friend of a friend?
Is this a friend of a friend that I don't actually know, or am I supposed to actually know this person? That was part of my question also. Like, I know who this person is friends with and where I'm supposed to know her from. Am I actually supposed to know her? Have I ever met her in person
Do
and
I
am supposed to
know you?
remember?
You should just walk up to people and say, do I know you?
No, I can't do it. I can't. I'm working on it. Man, I hugged people this weekend.
Whoa. Did you pray for anybody?
No, but I did have to pray for myself out loud with someone else,
That's a step.
which was, it was really funny. She was like, "Well, we're gonna pray through this," and I looked at her. I was like, "Out loud right now?" She just kind of nodded at me like, "Yeah, that's kind of the point of what we're doing." Out loud right now. I'm just going to need a minute. Wasn't expecting this. Let me wrap my mind around it, and then I'll be good to go. It was good.
That's amazing. I love it.
I had to let other people pray for me,
Ooh,
which is also a big deal
Yeah.
for me.
that sounds amazing.
It was good.
Congratulations
Thank
for
you.
growing one more step.
I did.
You're going to be preaching pretty soon.
No.
Yes.
Anyways, what have you partnered with that you need to kick to the curb? What house guest has come in that you have been thinking for a while? You have overstayed your welcome, and I'm ready for you to leave, but I
Yeah.
don't know how to tell you that it's time for you to leave now. So I'm just going to continue.
Well, this is life. This is just our new normal. We're just going to name it. We live. he
Put
lives
out more
here now.
appetizers. You've eaten everything else. Let me go to the store and I'll be right back with some fresh treats.
Yeah. I mean, have you accommodated it so much that you literally have made a bed for it and made such space for it in your life that it has a name?
Yeah.
Dude, I am right now thinking of like at least 3 things in my life that I have definitely done that for. That need to be kicked out.
Yep. Kick it to the curb.
Dang. I tell you what, if we ever do like speaking events where we go and we speak places or we have a conference, I don't think it's going to be me that does the speaking.
I mean, we could just move this outside and whoever drives by, yell it at them.
Just yell it at them. I think it's going to be
as they drive
you.
by.
I think it's going to be you.
I don't know. I think it'll be God.
Well, yes, but I think he's going to use your mouth.
He'll
not
pick
mine.
whatever mouth he wants at the moment.
I think it's going to be Christy. That's what that's what I'm feeling right now.
I think it's going to be y'all because we don't have anything that you don't have.
I mean,
We're free. You're free.
We're all free.
We're all free. Freedom for you and freedom for you and freedom for you.
So much freedom. Freedom, 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 freedom. Anyway. All right, guys. Let us know in the comments. We want to know, how can we be praying for you?
Yeah.
What are you kicking out?
Yeah.
Do you have unwanted guests, or are we the only ones? It's possible. Maybe it's just us.
It could just be us.
Probably it's just us. I don't think so.
I mean, I might be the only one who accepts 2 rats living in my house for an extended period
and
of time.
it's not Gus.
And it wasn't like an Airbnb.
No,
we weren't
no.
getting paid for it.
They didn't leave you offered.
They didn't leave us any kind of offerings or anything. Well, they left some things that I had to clean up every morning.
They were not tidy.
They were not tidy.
Man.
I literally vacuumed and mopped the floor of the entire house every single morning before the kids got up during that time.
Well, I want to hear how we can be partnering with you and
Yes.
praying for you and helping you kick those house guests to the curb.
You don't have to accept them. It's
No.
your house. It's
Yeah.
God's house. So you can just tell
Exactly.
them, hey, God said it's time for you to leave.
In the name of Jesus, get out. You can't do that with your mother-in-law. No. Or your cousin or your Uncle Rick.
Or the weird neighbor.
No. Can't do that. Maybe with your neighbor's kids. But. All right, guys. Catch us on YouTube.
On those things.
On social media at
Yeah.
Sintel Podcast. Go to our website, thesintelpodcast.com. Check us out. On Tuesdays, we'll be going live. And on Fridays, our audio version will be dropping.
Yeah.
So
This is exciting.
I know. We will be seeing you. How
Yeah.
exciting.
Don't look too close at my hair.
Share, and please make sure that you're following our friends page so that we can, if we go live and, just for a chat, we can tag you.
Yes.
Tag a friend. If
Yeah,
you
like
feel like
our
they need to hear
Send
this.
Help Podcast friends
Yes.
page, not like our friends pages.
No.
Although, they're really cool
They are.
also. We have cool friends.
We do have cool friends. Most of you are watching right now.
Yeah.
I feel like something weird is happening.
I think it's because there's a picture right behind me.
It's possible. Who knows? All right. We love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Don't mind me while I change the picture.
I thought you were going to say something else.